Okay, hi everybody, and welcome back to Kimbo's Comfort Kitchen. And today we are going to talk about Cod Roe or Tosco. When I was a little kid, my Fatma, my grandmother, used to take me down to the fishmonger in town, and when Cod Roe was in season, and we'd go down and bring it back from market. And unfortunately, I can't get fresh Cod Roe anymore. So what I've done is a bit of a quick fix. I get canned Cod Roe, which is definitely not the same as getting fresh Cod Roe, as many of you know. But I've done an open-faced Cod Roe sandwich with a little bit of a twist. Normally in Denmark, we would have Cod Roe with rye bread, dark rye, Danish rye. Instead, I'm doing it with a bit of a variation and a twist on this. It's going to be on French bread, toasted, and fried Cod Roe from the can, with mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms done in marsala, and a little bit of lemon juice, etc. It's very simple, it's quick, and it's super tasty, and it's great for lunch, and it's great for dinner, depending on what your appetite is. So I hope you enjoy this variation, and let's get started. So here's the basic ingredients. We've got Tosco, which is the Cod Roe. I've already taken the liberty of taking it out of the can. And we've got some mayo in a Ziploc bag, which I'm using as a piping bag, salt, pepper. We've got mushrooms, lemon, marsala, sugar, and a couple pieces of French bread. And you know what? That's it. Let's go. All right, so here's one of the components. I preheated the pan with avocado oil and butter. And the reason I use avocado oil is because it has a higher smoke point and it's healthier than using canola. So, I'm just going to put the shrooms in. Now, as many of you know, as we cook the mushrooms, they will give off most of the water as it cooks out. So I'm not going to bore you with the gory details. And I'll come back in a second when they've sauteed for a bit. But basically, avocado oil and butter. Butter, the animal fat from the butter obviously adds a lot of flavor. Okay, so I've sauteed the mushrooms, and now I'm going to add my seasoning. You know, a lot of people forget, I don't know why, but they do, that some of our most basic seasonings like salt and pepper are crucial. I don't mean kind of important, I mean crucial in our flavorings. You don't need a lot, but it all adds up. So now I've got some sugar. And I'm going to add some marsala. Right? Not a lot. It's just enough to give it a bit of a nuance. Oh, if you could smell this right now, it is awesome. And this is going to be the topping on the Cod Roe. And to be honest, this is pretty much what makes it very different. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside and let it cool, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've set aside the mushrooms. I'm going to let them drain, dry out, and I've taken the canned Cod Roe, there you go, and cut them into slices. And we're going to fry those up. And I don't season them with anything. I just cook them in, again, avocado oil. It's my favorite. Better than canola or olive. With a little bit of butter. We're going to crisp these up and fast forward. Okay, so I've fried up the Cod Roe, and I'm going to now take this and put it on a rack. Let off all the oil so it drains off properly. And I'm going to put it in a holding pattern by putting it in the oven. So I've got it in the oven on bake at 180 degrees. Okay. And that'll keep it nice and warm while we're doing everything else. And I don't have to rush. I can just do it on my own time. So let's build this baby really quick. The toast is hot. We'll throw a little bit of butter on just to make it look good. There we go. I've got another one in reserve, but I'm just going to do one for you right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, next shot is I'm going to pull the Toscone, or the Cod Roe as I call it, out of the oven, which I've had resting. And besides keeping it warm while I'm doing everything else, it's great because there's no excess oil. So it's very clean. Put it like that. I'm going to take another one, put it like that. And, you know, just for fun, I'm going to poke it a little bit with my knife because I'm going to put some lemon juice on this, and I want the lemon juice to permeate the roe. It's a minor detail, but it does make a difference. Okay, so now we've got that going. Next step is, let's do some mayonnaise. And you saw my piping bag earlier. Well, Ziploc bag, which I've made into a piping bag. Right? And I'm going to pipe this on. Yeah, I mean, you can just spoon it on if you want. But for you guys, I want to make it look real pretty. Because we like pretty Cod Roe. And next, yes, I'm going to throw some of these sauteed mushrooms that you saw earlier. That's going to go on. Look at that. Is that pretty or what? And then, if you want to get really fancy, I'm going to take a slice of lemon. And this is more for just for presentation. Oh, sorry. We forgot. I want cracked pepper. Big deal. Fresh cracked pepper on top. And you know what? That is open face Cod Roe sandwich with Marsala mushrooms, or as we call it, Toscone. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you soon.